EliteAri, my queen was back again, and Rainy's is fucking dead! Hurry up.
Oh my gosh. Who is your queen? Wait, you have too many? I don't know what you're talking
I do
about.
have too many, EliteAri. That's our funny reoccurring bit, but my even funnier reoccurring bit. Did you check my Twitter?
Oh, that queen. Yes, I did. I checked after the episode. I saw you tweeted about young Rhaenyra appearing again.
Well,
being
you know,
decapitated
EliteAri,
this time. Crazy.
I never specified in my tweet, but you would be correct. I believe CeeLo Pilled and the Great Mia all both like my tweet again.
Excellent.
I'm famous. You're not. Where's your House of the Dragon tweet?
I don't want to get spoiled. I'll tweet something out and someone will reply with like a spoiler. Yeah.
So I did almost get spoiled a little bit, EliteAri. Well, you know, I already know what's going to happen, EliteAri. I'm famous and stuff. You know, I know Fire and Blood. Read it 15 times. But I was after work because I had to go to work earlier instead of sleeping in today, EliteAri, and going to work late. You know, crazy shit. The audience very much cares. So I'm after work, and you know, you got to travel to get back to your house, EliteAri. That's crazy. What a concept. And so sometimes you just click on Twitter because, you know, and I knew it and I remembered, but I was just like, I can just avoid it. And I did. I think I saw, like, she looked back at Mealy's and then they fucking died. But then I didn't. I just read the text and didn't look at the thingy. So I didn't get spoiled to any visual, and no visual spoilers, EliteAri, so I maintained my virginity. As did you, as you were explaining just now. But House of the Dragon, oh, that's not even true. I was going to say it lost its dragon battle virginity, EliteAri, but that happened last season too, huh?
Yeah, but that was more of a chase. This was an actual fight. This will be the first battle that I think we've seen.
True, EliteAri, you know.
I guess besides Game of Thrones, we don't count that.
Yes, you know, we were fighting in the sky for 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, for about 3 seconds, like we explained last time. So, EliteAri, you want to start at the end?
Yes, I have to say, Kyle, that was engaging, thoroughly engaging. I was on the edge of my seat.
I forgot. We got to follow up on EliteAri going to drop House of the Dragon. Turns out he's not.
No, I wasn't. No, I mean, absolutely not. Firstly, that final scene, fantastic.
Oh my goodness!
I couldn't believe it. I was invested in the battle. It's been so long, Kyle.
What a loser! You know,
well, okay, I'm not just gonna glaze. Okay, I do have to say, I really enjoyed it from a narrative, engaging story element. I was on the edge of my seat watching. I didn't know what was gonna happen. It was great. I have to say, visually, quite disappointing. There was nothing interesting. I don't think I'll ever go back and watch that again. But you know what? I was on the edge of my seat the first time I saw it, so that's all that matters. But yeah.
So you mean the dragon looked bad?
No, I think the dragon looked great. I think
just
like,
means
VFX
there was a
and everything is
boring
fantastic.
fight. You can't have these dragons are boring, EliteAri. What the fuck are they gonna do?
Well, no, they did it. They did a good chase last season. That looked really cool. There was a bunch of cool shots. I always go back and rewatch it. I've seen it a million times. This one, you know, I don't know. Maybe there was like one bit where it like, I don't even know what you would call it when Vhagar is like walking toward the camera and is like stepping on people. I was like, that was pretty cool. But beyond that,
but they already did that last season too. Caraxi stood on a guy one time.
Yep. So that's the only negative thing. Okay, everything else was fantastic. I liked it a lot.
I will say we did. Well, at least I alluded to it last time that there's not much you can do. We already had a dragon chase sequence, a dragon fight sequence. So we found out what you can do, EliteAri. You can have them blow fire at each other. That's pretty cool, but seems to have very little effect.
Oh my god, you can have them get cut on the chest and the blood.
Shut up, EliteAri. That's what I was gonna say next, you idiot. You can claw. Yeah. They got claws. Mealy's has like horns on her neck, but it didn't stop old Vhagar from chomping on it.
You can choke them out. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you could call it that. If you decapitate somebody, do you choke them out? No, that's crazy. Now,
probably before you do it, yeah.
Probably EliteAri. You know, you're the smart one. You're the doctor after all. You know, you give CPR and things like that. Crazy. Now, what was I gonna say? There was one other thing you can do. You can have them fly towards each other. That was pretty cool.
You can have them explode when they hit the ground. And
oh my god! EliteAri, I did watch the normies' reaction beforehand. They did jerk off about how poor Sunfire, EliteAri, hit the ground and lit on fire. Is Aegon fucking dead, EliteAri?
I would be shocked if he was, but maybe he is.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it past the show. Maybe he will be, but to me, I'm like, it would be so cool if he was dead that there's no way he's dead. Like it would be such a cool story element that there's no way. I think
you wish it happened. They're gonna
disappoint me.
That would
be it'll be one. It'll be like I wish it happened moment. I'm pretty sure. But you never know. I wouldn't put it past the show. The show has done wilder things. There's been crazy time skips. There's been I don't know. I feel like they could do it, but I just don't think so. I don't have faith enough to believe that.
My goodness. My concern going into the scene, because firstly they fake out that the episode's ending like twice, which is kind of cute. But I was like,
Yeah, that was cool.
come on, I don't. Just for this discussion, I'm like, I don't want it to be ambiguous. Just give me the answer so we can speculate properly. But we don't have the answer, EliteAri, and I was going to spoil you about 20 seconds ago, but now I'm not.
Well, I think you just told me the answer implicitly. I think I just figured it out, Kyle. That means that Aegon must be alive.
Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah, because at the end, they show a conclusive answer that he is dead because you see his body or whatever. And you saying that that's not conclusive means that he must be alive.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have all speculation about, Aegon's dead now, what do we do? So, fuck you. And if you see the preview, they're also alluding to the fact that they're trying to do a little surgery on him to see if he's alive,
Wait, what's this? What'd you say?
The great preview for the next episode.
Oh, wow, okay, interesting.
Well, they're trying to do it both ways, Leo, where it's like, is he alive? Is he alive? Alicent says. And then she's sitting there with Aemon.
I guess you could be messing with me, and the show could be messing with me, and next time we actually see him die. Because it's like he goes into surgery or whatever, and then he dies. I'm like, oh, I guess I could see that happening.
Well, we'll just have to see you later. Now,
crazy guy. You know what's more crazy? Just like the fact that Aemon did that. Crazy. Oh my god.
He did.
I did not believe.
He's still mad about last episode, EliteAri,
Yeah.
He was very mean to him in that brothel with his mommy. Now, it is true, they did have a little... Well, EliteAri, I guess we'll do my great... Everybody, shut the fuck up. Your favorite book expert is here. In the book of EliteAri, it's just like, well, dumb Rhaenys fell for a trap, and then both the brothers were there, and they killed her, Lamau. There was none of this drama about Aegon being a little sad boy, and him and Aemon were just on the same side, and Rhaenys was so cool, she, fought off the two of them and nearly killed the other one. Crazy. So it was a bit of a change, we're adding some drama in there. Aemon didn't know Aegon was showing up. There is a contingent of complainers, EliteAri, We love complainers.
Am I one of them?
No, not in this context.
Excellent.
Where they're always mad about these silly things that are happening in House of the Dragon. Rhaenyra going to King's Landing, how silly. Daemon going to King's Landing to do the blood and cheese thing, how silly. And then obviously the silly drama here, when obviously if this was a proper show in real life, everybody would be on the same page and they would have thought this out, and they just wouldn't fly a dragon over there, and Aegon wouldn't just show up, and they definitely should have been on the same side. But just for character drama, EliteAri, there was added depth to it. Can you fucking believe this goddamn show?
Yep, good character
They're fucking
drama.
stupid, EliteAri. Let's make fun of them. Obviously the drama is more important.
I'm not sure I understand the issue here, because
it seems
made
silly,
sense from all the directions, right? Whose side is silly? It makes sense for Rhaenys to be sent to this place, right? Or not? You do.
Well, yeah, that one's fine. That one's smart.
Okay, then the other end, it makes sense for Kristen Cole and Aemon to fight, to trick the people. Right?
That's true, but the Aegon stuff is the silly stuff.
Okay, the Aegon stuff, yeah, I could see that. But also, I don't think it's that silly. I think it makes sense that at this moment he is the most upset that no one believes in him and he wants to prove himself. I think that makes sense. I think you could argue that maybe people are going to know he's gone and people are going to be upset with him leaving. I could imagine that. His small council is obviously going to be mad. His mum's going to be mad. No one's going to be happy about this. But no one can really stop him. He is the king after all, right?
Yeah. Well, I think another big difference that adds to that is that Aegon's characterization is almost completely different in the book. He's just kind of like a fat dude, kind of. And he likes, it's another Robert thing where he's like, oh, he just likes women and drinking and whatever. And then he's made king. And it's not like, oh, he's a little boy. Because I think he's 30 or something when he's made king in the stupid book.
Jesus.
He's probably supposed to be 21 or something in this show. Because Aemon is supposed to be 4 years younger than him or something, and he looks like he's at least 20. So anyway, that don't matter. Anyway, there's a bunch of different things, and that way, and things are different, EliteAri. How about we tell him that?
So true. Thank you. Yeah.
So, EliteAri, we have the great Battle of Rook's Rest here. You'll never forget the name Rook's Rest, right, EliteAri?
So, for some reason, have we heard that in Game of Thrones or something? Because when they said it, I was like, this sounds so familiar. Rook's Rest.
Well, I probably said it last week. A lot of these are all the castles around King's Landing. So I'm sure all the time Cersei was like, well, let's tax those fucking idiots at Rosby. I need some slippers or something. You know, Cersei, she was a little crazy like that.
True, yeah.
So they almost certainly mention it in the original show, but not with much importance, I guess. They did conquer Duskendale at the beginning of this, EliteAri. Do you remember Duskendale from the original show?
No, not at all.
Well, that's where Dontos Hollid, of course, is from, EliteAri. Do you remember Dontos Hollid?
Donto sounds familiar, not the last name.
He was a little drunk man, and he was trying to help Sansa escape, but actually he was just a Littlefinger guy, and he shows up when Joffrey is choking, and he says, Sansa, we gotta go! Sansa, we gotta go! And then he takes her to Littlefinger, and then Littlefinger stabs him, and one time he was drunk and stuff. You remember?
Yeah, where Joffrey almost killed him, right?
He was the last guy of Duskendale, so that's his castle in the future. But also, those people kidnapped the Mad King and made him mad.
Mm-hmm.
And then Barristan Selmy had to take down the whole castle by himself.
Yes. Except the Mad King was already mad because of the dreams of Aegon and his was promised, right?
He was also in that dungeon at that castle getting tortured for like 6 months. And the lady there was like raping him or something. So that's probably what did it, you know. Just like Daemon. We'll get to that, EliteAri. Don't be jumping ahead. Map of the Crown Lands, EliteAri. You want to see this? So we can visualize things? Remember when we did this for Mushoku Tensei? Now let me see if I can find a good one here. Well, this one doesn't have Rook's Rest on it, EliteAri. So what the fuck is that? What use is this?
You can just point to it.
I'm zooming in. Hold on, I'm going to send you an image.
Remember, you have to describe it in extreme detail for everyone listening.
Should I just copy it and then paste it onto the front and top of our OBS thing, EliteAri? That's something I can do. You can't copy and paste into OBS, EliteAri, you know.
No, you can do a new image source or something.
Yeah, so that means I got to save the image as, and then I got to send it to you, and then I don't even know if this one's good. I should have planned this bit out beforehand, EliteAri. Tell me about the great Kristen Cole in this fight scene and how much you loved him.
He was pretty cool. I love his new haircut. That's probably the best thing about him now.
We do love that.
He seemed to know what he was doing, which was good. I don't know. The scene where he like touched the armor and it disintegrated was sick. Oh my god.
Oh, yes, he was all ashed out, that little fella. Who knows where he's from or where he went. Oh, my God, the audience can now see the great map. Now, EliteAri, you're looking at it. I haven't actually looked at it very well yet to see if it's any good. It's a little blurry when I look in, and I can't see shit.
I see King's Landing.
King's Landing there, and now Rook's Rest should be near Dragonstone over here. Is it Rook's Rest?
God, this is terrible.
Yeah, this map is a little shitty. Well, anyway, I think it's over there, you know. Okay. Hold on, now I fucked up the whole OBS, EliteAri, and I made it a little off, so I got to Control Z. Oh no, I just got to move it over a little bit. Now our balls better be in the same space, EliteAri. I think they are. Anyway, Chad, it's like over there or something. See, Dragonstone's over here and stuff, and these other ones near it are like Rosby and stuff, EliteAri. They took those ones, and you know, that's just crazy.
Yep.
If I'd planned this bit out, it would have been great. I just deleted the Aegon image accidentally. My bad. I'm trying to delete the map. Now that's what we call... Nope, I deleted Aegon again, EliteAri. This is crazy. Control C. Now click on the Crownlands. Now delete it. Back to our great conversation, EliteAri. Is there anything else to say? They did a little fight. The old man from the council there, he was very happy when Rainey showed up because he didn't think she was coming. And then she did. But then he was not so happy when the other guys showed up.
Yep.
Think he's going to die next episode?
Wait, the guy in charge of the castle?
Do you think the dragon fell on him?
I don't care. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think he's just some random guy, right? I assume he's like the brother or something of the guy on the council. I don't know.
No, he was on the council and he left last time, EliteAri. How could you forget these very important details?
Wait a minute. You're talking about the guy in charge of Rook's Rest?
Uh-huh.
He was on Rhaenyra's council?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Now you're crazy. Now, EliteAri, I also have the great Wikipedia up. So you know how we've got the sides here. We've got combatants. We've got House Targaryen / Blacks. And on there as House Dalton. That's that old man. He controls Rook Rest. Now, he was a commander, and then we've got Rhaenys Targaryen. They've got listed as a commander here. Now, the Targaryen Greens have their force and the forces of the people they've taken over, EliteAri. So they got House Rosby, House Stokeworth, House Darkland, and they got Kristen Cole, and then they got commanders Aegon II and Aemon. Now that's truly crazy. Now, they don't have Gwen Hightower on here, because I don't remember if this is just a show thing or not. He's in the book, but I don't remember if he's here in the book. But that doesn't matter, EliteAri.
True. He led the charge at the end when Kristen Cole was out of commission.
He did, if you can hear it, he did. The old Kristen Cole was just lazing about. Now, it says there was only 100 blacks in that castle to 800 greens, EliteAri. Now, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then they've got casualties here, EliteAri, but I'm not going to read those out,
Rhaenys is probably dead. I'm pretty confident in that.
She is on there. And the great Mealy's.
Which one was that?
Her dragon.
Okay, yeah.
And then they've got one more, but, we just talked about him, so... So, Kristen Cole, the commander of the Kingsguard and the new hand of the King, take on the second, deversed a more aggressive strategy for the Greens
Kingmaker.
than his predecessor. Oh my god, EliteAri, we'll talk about that later. Predecessor of the hand, Sir Otto Hightower. Kristen planned a trap for the blacks at Rook's Rest while also forcing the submission of the nearby crownland houses that allied Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen. I'm going to accidentally read a spoiler, EliteAri, because sometimes these things happen out of order and I'm doing a funny voice and I can't focus on what I'm actually reading. But you're listening. Kristen Cole marched out of Kingsland with 100 knights. Just tell me about the battle. Duskendale, they caught the thing. Yeah, they only had 100. Oh, and 500 man-at-arms. Let me finish, EliteAri. And 3 times as many sellswords. Thus, about 2,400 in total. We haven't mentioned their sellswords at all. This show's terrible, EliteAri. Slightly, they ended up with 3,000 after Duskendale. Duskendale was caught completely by surprise and unprepared and quickly fell, my goodness, sacked Lord Gunther. Oh my god, that's the same name as the dude from Vinland Saga that just died, EliteAri. Darklyn was beheaded for treason. And more of his household knights.
Was he?
Huh?
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you were talking about the guy at the end. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yes, okay. Yeah.
We're talking about that battle here. Oh, this is just the prelude. I thought it was only 3 paragraphs. That's why. Oh my god, EliteAri, they got the greatest map of all time on this fucking thing. I'm just going to send it to you, though, because I'm not doing that whole thing with the audience again. Everybody go to the Great Battle of Rook's Wikipedia and don't look around or click any hyperlinks or you will be spoiled. Now, see, Rook's Rest is right there. Oh, and it looks like...
That's where Driftmark is?
Yeah, Driftmark's right near
This
Dragonstone.
whole time I thought
right?
that was like near Pentos or something for some reason. The way
no, silly. It's even closer to King's Landing than silly Dragonstone.
Jesus.
But yeah, see, Rosby, Stokeworth, Duskendale. We got Maidenpool up here. They have a sheep on their thingy, I'm pretty sure. And then we've got Rook's Rest, and Harrenhal's just over here, EliteAri. That's crazy.
Yeah, far away.
And then we got Macy's Hook down here, and that's like Claw Isle over here. Those are the other guys that are on the council. Those other old guys that are always being trifling. Anyway, Queen Rhaenys' sons, Jacaerys and Lucerys, were eager to fight. Stupid. Joffrey already left. And they wanted to fight, but instead, Rhaenys was the queen sent and stuff, and Kristen Scroll prung his trap, and Aegon II and his brother Prince Aemon appeared in the sky atop their dragons. And they attacked in the jaws, and some of the jaws around the neck, EliteAri. Oh my god, they copied that for the show. And yeah, I don't know. There was no extra details here that I thought would be interesting.
Yep.
So they fought. Rhaegar jump scared again, EliteAri. That's like his motif.
Yep.
At the very end,
isn't it a girl?
Rhaegar is a lady dragon. True, EliteAri, very smart. I think Mealy's was too. So just bitches be fighting out here, But oh my god, wasn't the King's dragon just so pretty?
You know what? Besides Daemon's dragon, who has a long neck, all the rest, they look pretty similar to me.
No, Vhagar's big and ugly, and then we've got...
Okay, here we go. We got Vhagar, we got the worm-like
Mealy's
demon thing, and then we got all the others, okay?
Mealy's has got horns, EliteAri.
That is true, I did notice that, but if you were like, hey, Ari, which one was the one with the horns? I'd be like, I have no idea. I could not name it, I could tell you whose was the rider, I have no idea.
Now, Rhaenys
goes over my head like poetry.
No, Rhaenyra's has got horns, but on the side. And then Sea Smoke is like blue, so that's easy to remember because he's pretty. And then King Aegon's is gold. Now, a big deal, EliteAri, because remember they changed the silly coronation and Rhaenys popped out of the ground. In the book, Aegon just flies on his very pretty dragon and everybody goes, that's gotta be my king. Did you see that dragon? It was gold.
Yeah, that is true.
But they didn't show it, I don't think, at all in season 1, except for maybe that one exterior shot we got with all the dragons at Laena's funeral. Oh my god, we'll talk about Laena later, EliteAri. Now, so this is the first time we saw it, so it was like a big deal and stuff. So, that's what the fans have been truly speculating about, EliteAri, and you're showing disinterest.
Yep.
So, EliteAri, who's going to stop Aemond?
I don't think he has any more ambition. I think he's done. I don't think there's anything to stop him.
No, in a fight, stupid.
Oh, Damon. Who else?
Yes, you idiot. I was
That's, like,
setting
the
you up
obvious-
because you already said that.
Yeah, like
so,
even
you know.
this episode in Damon's thing, we're meant to pretend it was Aemon for a second, but no, it was Damon the whole time. Crazy.
Damon with
Actually,
an
I thought
eye
it was
patch on.
Viserys. Yeah.
That's what the normies thought too. How could you both be so stupid?
Well, he looked exactly like Viserys from behind.
He was
and
way taller. And not
Was
fat.
he? Wait a minute. I don't know. We can Google this. How tall are the actors? I don't know.
Well, sometimes on screen, you know, they change the heights. You know, those hobbits aren't actually short.
True.
It's all about framing and stuff, EliteAri, but you wouldn't know. I'm the director of us, you know?
Yes.
That's why I'm directing this episode right now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're talking, because I have notes at the beginning about she's fucking dead and all my funny intro bit, but then at the end I also have some notes, so let me read that one. Big battle, cool shots of Aegon and Rhaenys hugging their dragons before they head off, as Jace is told about the Song of Ice and Fire, EliteAri. It was so cute. That's all the normies wanted to talk about, man. The dragons are really the ones that suffer in this war. They made sad noises when they were cutting each other.
Goodness.
And that's every tweet, EliteAri. House of the Dragon, you know, it's like the most popular thing ever because you just click on tweets and there's just 15 different tweets talking about completely different things, all with like 100,000 likes, EliteAri. And it was like, oh my god, when Meleys looked back at Rhaenys the last time when she went back the second time after deciding not to leave and they knew they were gonna die and I'm just fucking crying right now, EliteAri. 100,000 likes, EliteAri. And you're laughing. You think dragons dying is funny.
No, yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not funny. I'm just completely indifferent to it. However, I did really like the look that they gave to Rhaenys at the end. The one dragon that was getting choked out. That was pretty cool. I like
They did
that.
the
I was
look like
oh.
3 times in the episode, EliteAri.
Well, that was the only one I noticed right at the end. That was sick.
You're just
but also,
so
you mentioned
silly.
the speech about like the
it's
Song
so
of Ice and
lame.
Fire, whatever. I have to say, I really felt the build up to this battle. It was very well built up. Like seeing all of Kristen Cole's like victories and hearing this speech in the background and seeing Aegon like getting ready to fly and Rhaenys flying in. I thought it was really well built up.
Aegon knocking the thing over and then storming out, and because obviously I know what's happening to EliteAri, I'm like, oh, here we go, brother, here we go. And then they're doing the Rhaenys stuff, and obviously EliteAri, this whole season, every Rhaenys scene is just being glazing. She's just loving Corlys, and she's just like, oh, it's obvious that we're making sure everybody really remembers Rhaenys and likes her before we fucking kill her, brother. Sick.
Yep.
So that's been the thing. I think every time I brought up a scene, I've done a little wink and a nod, and you haven't caught on, EliteAri, because you're stupid. It was just for me in the audience, so you know. But yeah, so she's hugging her dragon, and you know, off to battle one last time or something, she says, because she's gonna fucking die. But yeah, Aegon's little dragon dog hits him in the chest, and it was very cute, EliteAri. So it's very sad when he just gets fucking destroyed as soon as Meleys shows up. But then the tides turn, you know, that ugly one Vega, you know things are bad when they're ugly, EliteAri.
Yep.
Also, you know, EliteAri, that Vega was like Rhaenys' dad's dragon and her daughter's dragon, so you know that's just crazy. And 100,000 like tweet.
Thank you, Kyle. You're very well informed.
And then actually, I think it's like her uncle's dragon actually. But then she's like, then you know you got a bunch of reaction images of like people going, "Why'd you tell me that? That makes it even fucking sadder." 10K likes. I wish I could.
It is kind of. I am surprised by the popularity of the show, I guess, if it's that popular. It just feels so deep. There's so many characters, so many things. Like, if I skip like a 10-second scene where they're walking down a hallway, I miss like an entire strategic decision that they've made about like the different houses that are going to battle at the moment and the dynamics and everything. And I'm like, wow, how did like normal people just pay attention to that?
They probably get told about it.
Maybe I'm just like, yeah, I guess maybe. Or maybe I'm just not suited for that kind of information. I just glaze over it when I'm watching.
Well, also, it's just like there's two sides, and you got to choose one. And dragons are very cute and just like dogs, and we love them.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So, you know, it's not like they're like, man, that strategy to take down Rook's Rest instead of going to Harrenhal is sick, brother. 10K likes. Nuh-uh. Now, first of all, the speech was lame. Jace is the worst. Can't wait for him to die. Then
he actually did something this time. It was great. He like yelled at his mom. That was awesome.
Oh, what a little soy boy! I wanted to punch him, EliteAri. He was annoying me. Look at his dumb face.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, I don't know about that. But...
But yeah, I didn't like
Look at his dumb
this.
hair, his dumb black hair. He should have blonde hair. My goodness, unrealistic.
True. He's a little bastard. I'll say it, EliteAri. I ain't scared. Now, the first time, some people were like, "Oh my God, this Song of Ice and Fire shit's so fucking lame, bro. White Walkers suck. Ruin the whole show. Why you reminded me of that?" And I felt like that this time, EliteAri. I'm like, this Jace idiot's lame. Rhaenyra's acting isn't the best here. She's like believing in this so much, and lame. But it was cool in a build-up to have it in the background while we're having cool shots of people hugging their dogs. But in and of itself, lame. Fake out episode ends. I already talked about that, EliteAri. Was Rhaenys trying to retreat at the end? She was, EliteAri, I think. And then jump scare motif. We already talked about all this. I'm a genius. Well,
I don't think she was trying to escape. I think there's 0% chance of that, right? Didn't she was like attack or something, and she went back and they couldn't find him?
Yeah.
Or her, I guess.
But at the first she thought about it. But then she went back. And then I think
well, yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. She did. Yeah.
Because it's just over there. Oh, did you notice when... Oh, no, we'll talk about that later, I guess. Well, that's the battle, EliteAri. Anything else you remember to recall to bring up?
Let me check my notes.
Oh, my goodness.
The build up good. Feel you're not gonna like this, Kyle, but I said it feels like we're witnessing a thing from the history books. That's what I felt when I was watching this guy. Like I was like, whoa, the king is here and the king's brother's here, and the other side, like the queen the queen who never was, and oh my god, all the people are here. I can imagine this being written down in a history book. Like that's kind of what I felt when I was watching this.
That is true, EliteAri.
Really cool.
And I'm pretty sure the first time in the book they call her the queen that never was after she dies here, and it's like, and then Rhaenys, her blackened body was found in the wreckage, and rest in peace, Rhaenys, the queen that never was. And you're like, oh, that's the coolest name of all time, brother. Now, I will say your history book thing is kind of on point, EliteAri, because there's like 5 things that everybody knows from the Dance of the Dragons even before this show started, and like Blood and Cheese is like the second one, and this is the third one. Crazy. What's the first one? I forget. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, this is a big tentpole piece. Now, believe it or not, EliteAri, when we were speculating about the great season 1, we were like, oh, it's obviously going to end at this battle, bro.
Oh, is this really what you thought? Interesting.
Well, we didn't have things planned out. We didn't know how much time we were going to dilly-dally, and we didn't know Vaemond was going to get a whole episode accusing people of being bastards and stuff. But obviously, in retrospect, I'm complaining about all that stuff being too fast. So this would have been extra duper, super duper fast. But also, this is like the first big battle of the war. So you're like, obviously, we're going to get to the war there. Oh, the kid getting chomped is obviously the first part of EliteAri. Now I remember.
That's the inciting incident, yes.
Oh, some may say. So yeah. Also, we're halfway done with the season, EliteAri. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I can believe it.
Shut up, EliteAri. No, you can't.
Anyway, let me keep going. I got other notes here. Okay, so we already talked about the hot dead dragons. That was pretty sick. Like how they got the steaming blood and the steam coming out of them when they're on the floor. Pretty sick.
Oh, is the dragon dead, EliteAri? The Great Sunfire?
Well, it was like coughing up like.
It was like, making noises, so it's not dead yet. Good point, EliteAri.
You know what, Kyle? I don't even care if it's dead. Okay, it can be dead, it can be alive. It doesn't affect me at all.
He was so cute.
Yep. Generic dragon number 3 to me. That's all I don't. Have we even seen him before? Like once in my whole life?
Remember about 10 minutes ago when I said we might have only seen him in an exterior shot? Yeah, nice to see you're listening to me, EliteAri.
No, I listen sometimes, but did we see him when he was like in the dragon pit as like a little kid?
No, I think that was Dreamfire we saw, which is Helena's dragon. It's a lot bigger than little Aegon. Oh, it is Aegon's dragon, I nearly corrected myself.
Yep. All right, my last note here, as I said, crazy. What's gonna happen? I said Aegon. There's like 3 things here. One is like Aegon. If he survives, what will this mean? What will happen? Is he going to be changed? Are people going to be seeing him as even less capable, or will they see him as more capable
will he
now
be?
he's been in the battle? Yeah, will he be like Viserys and he'll like die of disease or something?
Oh my god,
like
you're just a fucking normie,
oh
EliteAri. You're a big fat fucking normie, because they said the exact same thing and they freaked out. Oh my god, what a great parallel! But they didn't say parallel because they're stupid.
And then we have the second note. I said, oh my gosh, this is great because it also invests us into hating Vhagar even more. So it's just building up the legend of Vhagar, which one day when Daemon comes flying in and uses his long-necked dragon to take down Vhagar, it's going to be great. and we're all gonna cheer. And then they're gonna like land on the floor, and then Aemond and Daemon are gonna fight with swords, and then it's gonna be the ultimate battle, and it's gonna be great. And Daemon's gonna win. We're gonna love it. This is gonna be at Harrenhal. And maybe the lady will be watching, and he'll kill Aemond, and the lady will be like, "You're still gonna die" or something. Like, oh,
Crazy. What if Illyri?
Yep.
Aemond
and then
kills
also,
Daemon.
Oh wait, I thought you were actually coming up with a theory. Aemond kills Daemon.
And he just wins.
I mean, it could happen.
You know, Illyri, I
feel like
spoiled
Daemon's gonna
something
win
because
there.
a good speculation would have been, well, obviously Rhaenyra's going to have to beat Aemond, but I already told you that Rhaenyra doesn't fight.
That is true.
What a good build-up for our
assume...
great feminist queen. The Daemon even loses, and she
you know,
has
this
to come
episode, she did say, "I'll go."
She
and
was
fight.
trying.
And I was like, "Oh my god, Kyle's gonna be right. She is gonna go fight," but no, she didn't.
No, I knew they were cucking out.
Yeah. It would be cool if Aemond beat Daemon, but I feel like Daemon is like a much bigger character. But we'll see. I guess I don't know. And then the final note, I said, "Oh my god, what is Corlys gonna do now?"
Oh my god, I was
his
just about to
wife's
bring that up, Illyri. So smart. You know, he did a
Yep.
little look after Rhaenys volunteered to go, and he was like,
Yep.
And you know, why didn't we just send Jace to Illyri? You know, why didn't we just send all three of them? You know, they probably could have beat Vhagar.
You know, we need defense.
Well, they had nobody to attack. What's Helena gonna come get him at Dragonstone?
What if Vhagar arrived there? What if it was a deception?
True. What if they're trying to beat up on Aegon and Vhagar just flies right to Dragonstone? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're so smart, Illyri.
True.
But also, what if they just sent Jace then? Would they have won EliteAri? Jace is a little cuck pussy. He would have just gotten in the way, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know what? I wonder. Like, realistically, okay? We're taking this out of fiction, okay? We're gonna be realistic here.
Mm-hmm.
What if in this battle, like what you said, like Rhaenys is there and Aegon shows up? What if they did send Vhagar to Dragonstone? Couldn't they just like quickly just burn the whole place down in like 2 seconds?
Well, they got 3 dragons, and Rhaenyra.
Yeah, but no, they're not gonna be riding
dragon.
them. Like in.
True, you got to run and get on your dragon. True.
Yeah, I don't know.
But how stupid are these dragons? You know, if they hear Vhagar coming or sense it or whatever, they're probably gonna start screaming and stuff. And then like they don't need an idiot on the back to like fight Vhagar.
Yeah. All right, perfect. You solved it.
Now they've also got that Baylor girl around. Why didn't she go too?
She's got a bigger, more important duty.
No, you're thinking about the other one.
Okay. I guess I don't. I was thinking about the girl who was staying here for some reason. I don't remember why, but I knew she had some. She was the one who was scanning the skies, right?
She was.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. But
Okay.
I feel like she had some other role, didn't she? Or not?
Well, no, they just don't want to go because she'll fucking die, and that's scary.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well.
That's why she's not letting Jace go, because she doesn't want another kid to die, Illyri. That would be sad.
Yeah, true. She did laugh in his face when he suggested going.
True, and she said, "You're a little pussy."
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been saying. Now, Illyri just looked another thing up. You know, the Great Sunfire. You know how I'm always talking about these dragons and how they always, you know, fucking Vhagar had like 17 riders. The Great Sunfire, born specifically just for Aegon. You know, Aegon hatched him, so that means that's why he was little.
Mm-hmm.
And so fucking pretty. And now he's fucking dead.
Yeah, it breaks my heart.
Maybe, I don't know.
I shed a
Maybe
tear when he died.
We all did, EliteAri. Marketa was freaking out. Now.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, EliteAri, on the great battle?
I don't think so, no.
So next episode, we're going to get Corlys being like, "My fucking wife is dead!" I love this new voice I got, EliteAri. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so he's going to be very mad. He's going to be yelling at Rhaenyra. You know, why didn't these idiots go too? Why didn't you go, bitch? She's my queen. And then we're going to have Alicent being like, "Why the fuck did Aegon go?" And they're all going to be very mad again, EliteAri. It's going to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't wait. Now, EliteAri, I'm pretty sure I know what the last episode is going to be about. The rest of the next 3 episodes...
The final one of the season.
Yes, the final one of the season, EliteAri. So these next 3 episodes, I'm gonna be honest, I got no fucking idea, but we'll see. Maybe the next episode is just us screaming about things. Now that's a good episode, Leo. We love
That
drama.
would be a good episode, yeah.
We hate dragon fights. They're lame, as we just demonstrated. Now, so you said you didn't have anything else, right?
Not for this final battle, no.
What a genius. So EliteAri will retreat to the start. There has been a raven. After we get the great decapitation scene with my queen.
Oh, that was sick. Oh my god, the way they directed it, I don't know, I can't describe it, but it was sick. Oh my god.
She was speaking High Valyrian, but you couldn't understand it, but people on Twitter translated it because High Valyrian is like a real language or something crazy. And she was talking about how you abandoned me, it wasn't rape. She didn't say the rape word, EliteAri, but she said something that kind of makes you think about that. And it wasn't abuse. It might have been defiled or something, and then just something. Anyway, it's a cool monologue. I saw the tweet; it was pretty cool. If it was smart, I probably would have done it here, and I would have been doing another reading thing where I read it to you, EliteAri, but I forgot. But anyway, then you hear what she actually did say, and she's speaking High Valyrian, EliteAri. They brought that back this episode.
Yeah, twice in 2 scenes. Yep.
True, exactly. I did notice, EliteAri, that this was written by Ryan Condal, the showrunner, rather than the Great Girls.
Does he not write every?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Great Girls had written the last 2 episodes, and I think there's 2 of them, and then the girls had directed the last one, but this one was directed by somebody named Alan. That's why the last 2 episodes were obviously the best episodes.
But do you recognize him? I recognized it as soon as I saw him. I was like, I remember this guy.
Jerking off.
No, he directed a bunch of episodes. I think he's famous.
I thought you were going to say a bunch of Black
Stark
Sails
Death
episodes,
one,
and I was going to freak up. What do you say?
I think he did the Ned Stark death episode in like season 1 of Game of Thrones. That's what he's known for.
Not
I think.
me. I wouldn't know. I don't care about such things. He's got a penis.
I think he has because I remember back when I was very involved in the Game of Thrones fandom at some point, maybe like season 5 or something. And I think I went through IMDb and like classified all the directors based on their average IMDb rating, and I think he was like either the highest or the second highest or something.
Overall, or like overall in entirety,
like
or
on
just
average,
in the show?
if you, well, in the show, just the episodes he's directed overall. If you average all the IMDb episodes, he was like one of the high ones.
Well, but Butch Bitch, that's the guy that directs all the fighting ones, right?
Yeah, I think at that point he hadn't done like it was only season 5
Battle of the
or something,
Bastards, my favorite episode, Soy.
True.
I always think about doing that on Mad Men, because sometimes I do notice, and I'm like, this one is going to be good, because it was that one. But one day I should make that into a little Excel spreadsheet, But anyway. Oh, and there's been a raven, and it gets distorted, and then he wakes up, and there's a raven for him, and he's got blood on his hand, but then it's just fake.
Yeah, that was cool. Yep, we love the visions.
Visions are epic. Viserys will be next episode. There's no way they're not doing it. They brought fucking Lena back, EliteAri, so Viserys is 1,000,000% going to be in one of these goddamn things. I still haven't thought of an idea to get young Allison in, but they'll do it somehow. Allison is in Harrenhal next episode. She sleeps in the bed and she starts getting dreams. That's crazy. But anyway, nothing we've talked about so far has mattered, EliteAri. But then Daemon, he walks into a room and he meets the great Oscar Tully.
True. Yep, they used the name. I was very happy. Thank
now,
God.
EliteAri, I had a devastating realization, I think.
Oh no, what?
I think Elmo Tully is this idiot's kid, which means he might not be in the show. Now I remember that, and now I'm only going to remember, let me look him up now, Elmo Tully. I would be devastated, EliteAri, if they just get out of it. Not House
because of your mistake?
Yes!
Okay.
I want to know what the fuck they'll do. I want a sequel series. Now, let me scroll down to family, EliteAri. Oh no, EliteAri! He's the grandson of this guy. I'm going to kill myself.
Why were you so confident that he was like...
Because I'm pretty sure all the jokes are from the... Hold on, let me read this here. Head of House Tully during the Dance of the Dragons? What the fuck?
Maybe this is a multi-generational story? I don't know.
There's no way this idiot is having grandsons in the next, 5 years before this dumb war is over. Oh, did they change it, EliteAri? Did they make Grover Tully the young one? Wait, no, Grover Tully is the old one. Hold on, EliteAri. Grover Tully's the old one. Everybody calm the fuck down. EliteAri, you need to calm the fuck down. No, Grover Tully is the old one. So Elmo Tully is the grandson of the old one.
Huh? Oh, okay.
So he's the
Yeah.
brother to this one, and he's going to be in the show.
Okay. Well, good. I can't wait to see
And I
it.
just
It's
spoiled
gonna be a
something because
great
I said he
day.
was going to be house, so I guess this little kid's dying.
Well, now you've spoiled it. I assumed that maybe he just becomes irrelevant.
Hold
Oh
on!
my god.
They've
Okay.
ruined it, EliteAri. Because now that I've reassessed the family tree here, it's very detailed. It's about 3 lines. Oscar is the son of Elmo, brother to Kermit.
Okay. Okay, what that makes it even more likely, right?
No, that means they've
Then
cut this idiot out because they called
'cause he
Oscar the
died.
heir.
Yeah, yeah.
These
Yeah, that's
fucking
rough.
cowards, EliteAri.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking did. I know they did. And that means I probably
Did he
didn't
die in the
spoil because
book?
they're probably going to cut him out. No, because here it says he was the head of the house tully during the Dance of Dragons.
Damn. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know, Kyle. Well,
They fucking
there
cut
goes
him.
our...
They just said
Yeah, we were
nobody gives a
hoping for
fuck
it.
about these idiot tullies. We'll just have
That is
Oscar be
true,
the main
yeah.
one. And now I'm pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll just have a reference at some point, and they understand they made a mistake, so they'll make Elmo Tully the one that dies. That's the younger brother or something.
Do you think they'll do Oh, I know you'd probably... Actually, I don't know what you'd think about this. Do you think it could be that Damon has another scene with this kid and he mentions his dad's name is Elmo and Damon like laughs at it? It's like
That
Elmo.
would be funny. You'd be like, "That's a dumb name." That'd be epic.
Yeah.
Any calling
Yeah.
attention to it would be great. But now I'm just depressed.
Mm-hmm.
You do the fucking review, EliteAri. I don't want to.
All right, so I said, "Oh shit," directed by Alan Taylor. That was my first note here. And then I said, "Because your brother loved me more than he did you." And I was like,
True,
"Man,
true. She did say that.
yeah.
True.
We're getting some internal Damon perspective here. That was cool.
And then he cut her fucking head off, bro. And she had the crown on, EliteAri, and she was sitting on the throne. That's like my dream.
Yeah, she was wearing like some black
Yeah,
I don't know
some
what you
black
call it,
robe.
ceremonial garb or something. Yeah, it was cool. She looked cool.
I wish I could look so cool. Okay, EliteAri, I'm over it. I'm back. Did you have something about this line or this scene, or are we going to skip over to another note later on and ruin my whole review?
You can do what you wish, Kyle.
Of course I can. Damon was not impressed with the great Oscar Tully, who's now a loser, because we've just understood what it means. Now,
Yep.
so, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, he's a little kid. Damon's not very happy. He says, "Fuck off, you loser. You can't do shit for me." Damon's just such a meanie, EliteAri. What's he doing?
Yeah, you told him to kill his grandpa. Oh
He
my
did.
God.
That was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, EliteAri, I'm even more mad because I just read the next bit of this note.
I thought you
That
were gonna
doesn't
read
sound
it
like
out. Okay.
curiosity, EliteAri. You're supposed to say, "Oh my
I
god, what
just
is it?"
assumed that's like you say,
This
"Oh, I just
dumb
read the thing,"
bitch
and then you
is
read it out.
Scottish after all, EliteAri. I'm fucking...
Oh yes,
Cancel
yep,
this piece
true.
of shit fucking
Yeah, I guess
show.
for reference, guys, last time we were going on about how this lady is American and she's speaking with an American accent. It was sick and the coolest thing the show's ever done. And then off stream, I told Kyle that I listened to an interview with her and she has a Scottish accent and she sounds like they just extracted a certain line that sounded American. So, But then, Kyle, maybe you can make a theory that maybe she's actually real in this scene, like in this episode. And last time she
True,
was
and in the
fake, fake
dreams,
person
she's
was
American, EliteAri. Oh my
Yep.
god, you're just the smartest young man. But anyway, EliteAri, this was a complete 180. She's like an ominous, crazy, creepy girl last time, and this episode she's like a personable, funny young lady. What was going
that's
on
not
here?
true. She said she's like a rat in human form or something. I don't know what animal.
She did say
they
she was an
was?
owl in human form or something.
An owl. That's right. Yeah.
She's just an other kind of
Crazy.
EliteAri, but she was being like funny and like self-aware and stuff, and I expected her to be like Melisandre or some shit, EliteAri. Everything she says is so fucking, and then the fucking thingy, and the thingy's gonna come, and your mother's gonna come. After I get done with her, EliteAri. Now,
Yep.
so that was a very interesting change, EliteAri, because the way she was presented initially was like sort of how she's presented in the book a little bit, EliteAri. So, House the Dragon, again, changing this shit book and actually making characters out of it rather than historical figures.
Well,
so this
it's not much of a change, right? It's more of a just added more context. Like in we've only seen 2 scenes of her before, right? One where she like walks in the room, doesn't say anything. I'm like, okay, she's not saying anything. And then we see her say like, "You're gonna die here," and that kind of sounded. You could interpret that as being a bit playful or like,
Nah, she sounded
first
serious.
part of like.
But anyway, I liked it, EliteAri. Why are you attacking me? And also, I was talking about the change being
Yeah.
from the book. So,
Oh, okay.
what a straw man you just beat up. But also, I believe
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
So, maybe she isn't controlling his dreams and is just something he thinks about. That was a thing I thought about, EliteAri. So, EliteAri in this book.
Oh, is that gonna be?
In this book,
Oh
Illyri,
no,
this Alice Rivers,
yeah.
she's an evil witch, but this is what the Maester writes down, Illyri, and just what maybe people think because she just has fancy little ways to heal people, and they just think that's evil because it's not like a Maester like this idiot Maester right in the book. So what if we're going with the angle that she's just been bastardized through history, and she was just a funny young loving girl, just a quirky little hippie girl, but everybody thought she was evil, and we're playing into that misconception here. It's going to be a core theme in changing context of Leary, and later we're going to realize how mean we were for thinking she was a crazy girl just because Damon dreamed about her, because he's going crazy and he's in a werewood bed, and we're going to see a Children of the Forest sometime, Leary, I know it.
So just to clarify, to make sure I understood, you're saying that we've only received one scene of her, which is the scene where she walked in and didn't say anything. You're saying that's the only real version of her, and all the others have just been dreams from Damon?
Well, what's actually happening is probably no. She's probably a mystical.
No, but is that the theory you're thinking?
Kind of a little bit. That's what I'm hoping for, maybe. But the other way is not so bad either, It's not no Elmo Tully situation where I'm going to be throwing punches.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. If it was a construct of Damon's mind, that'd be cool.
Yeah, sometimes you just dream about people, I had some crazy dreams today, Leary, when I was going through my 30 minutes of sleep and waking up. And sometimes you just have some crazy dreams, Leary, about some weird people you don't even know, and you assume a lot of things about them just because you saw them one time. So that's just what's happening.
Have you ever had a House of the Dragon dream?
Have I ever had a House of the Dragon dream? No, today was weird. I was dreaming about New South Wales State of Origin players. That was weird.
Oh,
and then old people I used to know. And then it was also somehow all at work. And we had gotten in trouble, but we didn't get in trouble for... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was crazy, Leary, but no House of the Dragon characters in it. And today would have been the day because I did watch the episode before I had those sleeps. Anyway, he's sleeping in a fucking weirwood bed, Leary. This is crazy. That's why he's getting visions and stuff. Just go and sleep somewhere else,
That's interesting, isn't it? Because that knowledge is something that I guess he could know that, right? I was trying to think, is that the first bit of knowledge that is actually received from these visions that he doesn't actually already know? Because Rhaenyra, obviously, he already knows. Seeing himself in an eye patch is like nothing. It's just like a thing, maybe.
Well, it's like,
he's
he's
about
Aemond or the same, and I'm scared maybe of him.
And then going to the weirwood tree, that could just be something he's heard about, like, oh my god, there's like a weirwood here, crazy. Yeah, and he could be fearing his own death, which is like,
all just be like
he's gonna die here.
His own worries and stuff. Like, what did I do to Rhaenyra? Was I actually a bad guy? And oh my god, Aemon's gonna come for me, and he's like younger and just like me, crazy. And then there's a weirwood tree, and those are a little scary. And what if the castle eats me, crazy?
Now you can't say anything here because obviously you know the answer.
But I might.
I am curious where this story is going to end this season, Damon's story particularly, because this could be a case where it's like you get to the end of the season and Damon's like just done nothing this season besides like have dreams, and I'm like, it was a bit weird. Season 2 Damon, right? He didn't really do much. But
nah, that's epic. More dreams, less plot. But also, he's got to do the Riverlands and stuff.
Well, you would say more dreams, less plot or whatever, but then I think of like Arya in that one season where she does nothing in like season 5 or 6 or whatever. Yeah, and I'm like, is that going to be a Daemon thing? But I don't know. We'll see. The dreams have been interesting. I just don't know if it should last the whole season.
Dreams are epic. We love epic.
I mean, if they introduced Bran in a dream, I'd be like, wow, this is all worth it. But
don't worry, we're getting Children of the Forest and Viserys, brother. What if he sees the three-eyed raven instead? Nah, that's a cop-out. And that guy's fucking dead, Alita. He died a long time ago. He was in Star Wars. Remember Kylo Ren kills him in the first season?
Yeah, what's his Max von Sydow or something, right? He's sick.
Oh my god, that's a name? That's a cool name. Anyway, he's got a weirwood bed, Alita. Just like Sweet Robin used to have a weirwood throne, and that's why he used to have dreams and sieges all the time and stuff. So crazy. And then we're cutting between time and stuff, Illyri. Boardwalk Empire did this for a thingy where Nucky got blown up and he didn't actually get blown up, but there was a big explosion, so it fucked with his hearing. So we would just have a whole episode where we were skipping through scenes. And it was anxiety riddled, just like this Damon scene where he's at a meeting and he doesn't know where he is and things are having to be repeated to him and he's fucking up the thing and you're like, stop fucking it up, you idiot. This is a high stakes situation. It's no Boardwalk Empire, this show, but it was pretty good. Also on HBO and Binge, Illyri, get on it. But anyway, he's seeing Elena serving people.
Yes, his wife.
His ex-wife, true. She doesn't say anything, though, so that was, something, I guess. And then I have a little not a resignation, EliteAri, not a resignation, but I'm sad about this little note. I say, okay, we aren't going to see Dany or Bran, but what if we get some children? Viserys is absolutely coming, so I already said all that anyway. Blackwoods want him to kill the Brackens for them to follow him. That was like, they were like making the orders. And also, that's the kid that killed the dude that for the Rhaenyra thing. They referenced it to EliteAri. Did you remember?
The kid from the season 1?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. That's good to hear.
She was like, I always liked that her spunk. Spunk is a funny word.
Yep.
Viserys is out of it. Do you think I meant Daemon there, EliteAri?
Yes, you definitely did.
And then there's a boardwalk scene just like this. Already talked about that, idiot. Any Daemon notes you want to bring up, EliteAri, or should we move on?
I have a line here. I feel like, no, this is something Aegon related. Never mind. Nope, I got nothing.
There were some funny lines. Oh, I guess we should mention Mr. Simon Strong is just a character. He wasn't just in one scene, and he's kind of funny.
I like him a lot.
I like him. He's a little waddling little fella. He doesn't like Lara Strong, that prick.
Yep.
So that was cool. He's like Daemon's little wrangler. Anyway. Also, I guess they do this, and we're not going to skip to this Aegon scene yet, but Aegon starts his like small council scene, and he's like, Daemon of all people took Harrenhal. Like, Daemon is some little pissant, and that was pretty funny, because it's like, what? Who the fuck are you, little boy? Anyway, I hate Daemon, so I was yas queening. Now, obviously, Aegon's not my queen, EliteAri. I have too many of those. Now, Helena's not in this episode, just realized that. Shit episode. Also, EliteAri, I was building up to a point, but what could that have been? Oh, we're paralleling Aegon and Daemon sometimes, which is interesting, where, like, Daemon doesn't know shit, and he's just getting, like, led around by his counselors. I guess are we supposed to think Daemon's, like, smarter because he just lets Simon Strong do all the work and does kind of listen? But then he did, like, tell the little Tully kid to fuck off? So that's interesting. Daemon didn't know anything about the Riverlands, and Aemond is kind of making fun of Aegon for not knowing anything about the Riverlands or anything like that. So I don't know, EliteAri. That's a little interesting. Daemon's a little incompetent because he's having dreams and stuff, I guess. But also, he's just don't got a plan. He just rushes in, you know. Hot-headed.
Is there a chance that this could, like, the reason they keep mentioning the dream about the Song of Ice and Fire is the Daemon will have that dream?
Oh, that would be epic. Oh, they gotta do that. But what the fuck would the dream be? Just seeing... Do we see Bran and the White Walkers and like?
No, you would just have to have some shadowy figure in the distance that kind of looks like a White Walker.
No, just show a White Walker that's cool or something.
Or you could even just have it more abstract, like Daemon is at the wall or something.
Oh my god, have it be an animation or some shit. That would be epic.
Yeah, I guess.
Or they do the shitty Dany vision where they see the blue rose in the wall, and oh my god, that's Jon Snow.
Oh my god, or they show the exact same thing we've seen a million times in Game of Thrones, where it's like the dragon, or Drogon, I guess, technically flying over King's Landing in the future. We get the shadow of the dragon. It's like, oh my god, it's the thing.
But dragons fly over King's Landing like every episode.
Yeah, but to us, the viewer, Daemon will be like, what's this? And we'll be like, oh my god, it's the thing from the thing, you know? Oh
so, EliteAri, this fucking Night King has been there for like 2,000 years, so why don't they could just show him? And what the fuck's he doing up there? What's
they're not
going
to show him. They're not brave enough for that, okay?
We're waiting for the dragons to die, saw him? Well, then why'd they wait like 150 years after that?
Well, they won.
We waited for the 5 kings to all fight each other because I'm smart, but also I never speak because I have no characterization because I'm a dumb fuck little evil villain because I suck because White Walkers are lame.
No. Unless, now, maybe you said something 2 seconds ago that I missed, but they waited for the dragon, right? They couldn't pass the wall without a dragon to tear it down.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is the explanation. That's fucking stupid, EliteAri. I hate
it's a good explanation. I like that.
Why couldn't they just go underneath it?
Why couldn't they swim around it? True.
True! I'm just truing right now. They could, like, freeze the water or something.
Yep, that was the big thing when Harder happened.
Yeah, White Walkers are lame. And also, the Night King especially, lame. Look at his dumb little
He was so sick. Oh my god. Remember when they redesigned... Oh no, I think they recast him or something. He didn't look as cool. He looked really cool the first time. And the second time he didn't look as cool.
Remember when they, like, had him show some human things when he was, like, giggling at things? But then that was never expanded upon because this is a lame show full of lame idiots.
You remember that one time we got, like, the backstory when he was still a human? That was sick. Oh my god. And he was, like, tied to a tree by the children of the forest.
Then.
Oh my god.
Should have got a whole episode.
Yeah, but, like, he was panicked. He emoted there. He was sick.
Yeah. The children of the forest created a weapon.
What a mystery that was, Kyle.
Yeah, with no fucking
what
payoff,
a
like everything in
design.
that piece of shit show.
Yeah, but it was still, my goodness, the build up was
Who
worth it.
did build that wall? Why is it magical? We'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
How did Craster come to an agreement with these fucking idiots?
It was all Bran. That's the answer. Sorry, it was all the three-eyed raven or whatever.
It would have been
'cause
cool
he
if we
became the
saw
king in the
Bran
end.
doing little thingies where he did all that, but we didn't see any of that, did we?
Yeah. Well,
Why
you know,
did
if we
Bran
saw it,
time
people would be
travel?
like,
Just so
"This is
Hodor could have
all
a name?
ridiculous." No, he time traveled because cause I don't know, Kyle, because it was cool.
See, he's actually Okabe Rintaro. That's what Preston tells me, and that would be cool to see.
Mm.
Now, I have my next note here, but I feel like I wanted to say something about Daemon and visions and... Oh. What are they going to see? What did this dumb fucking Aegon idiot see? Oh, this is all lame, EliteAri. Get them out of here. They all suck.
Mm-hmm.
It should all be built up to women being in power, but it's actually built up to dumb ice zombies. Lame. Anyway. I love women. Now, speaking of women, then we get Rhaenys, and she meets Alan and seems to reveal something, question mark, question mark. Now, the normies got it, EliteAri, so you better get it.
I just crack up every time I see Alan. It's just such a...
Until we see Adam again.
Yeah. Well, the assumption is, oh god, I can't remember the details of what they said, but my vague recollection is like, oh, he's like royal. His royalty was like related to...
He's Corlys's fucking bastard, EliteAri, and that's why she's mad a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that could be cool. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I thought it was like, oh, his brother's like nephew or something, but he had to go into hiding for some reason. I guess a bastard would make sense.
Because, yeah, she's a little mad at him, and she's like,
I know who
he is. Corlys is like 60 or something.
Oh, I assumed he was like 40. I guess 60 would make sense.
Rhaenys,
he was already old back in the
Rhaenys
flashbacks. Should be like a late 50s, maybe.
Well, I bring this up all the time in the book, EliteAri. You know, Rhaenys is like 15 years younger than Corlys.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy. Actually, he should be the old one. And that's because black don't crack, EliteAri. You know, they never get old until they're like 80.
Mm-hmm.
Or they don't look it, at least. Now, yeah, so I don't know how the fuck these normies got it, EliteAri, but if they know it, you know it. So there you go. But also, that probably means that his brother is also, you know, a little Corlys bastard.
That was actually his brother? Wasn't that like a metaphorical thing? I guess.
No, I think it was literally his brother. Well, at least I know it is, so now you know it is.
Cool.
I guess they could have just been like
so
fellow
excited.
soldiers. But no, they're like,
what the actual...
did Mom cook
Where
the
is
stew?
This going?
Well, EliteAri, we got a term last episode. Do you remember what the term was?
Term? What does that mean?
There was a term called dragon seed last time, EliteAri.
No, I don't remember this. Is this like a metaphorical, like, the seed of the dragon is strong or whatever?
Remember the idiot that was saying he was actually Prince Viserys' brother or something?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that guy.
And he said he was a dragon seed.
Okay.
And then Alan was also
Alan
introduced.
is a dragon seed, okay.
And he comes from Villa. And then we had one other dude that was introduced, and he had...
Oh, so you're saying...
grey hair.
There's gonna be a third faction. All these dragon seeds are gonna all come together, and they're all gonna be the third, like, greys instead of the blacks and the greens or whatever. It's gonna be the greys.
Now, EliteAri, do I point you in the right direction, or do I let you speculate? What a dilemma. I think we'll let you speculate.
Just leave it at that.
But you can think a little bit harder, EliteAri. There's like...
I'm sure I could, you know?
There's like... dragons.
Wait, okay, you know what? Wait, no, we're gonna run out of time. Let's keep going. No, I was gonna theorize, but no, we don't have time.
We already talked about all the important stuff, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Corlys is not too... he's like, what do you want me to say? Also, it kind of doesn't make... I guess I can't say that without... Shut up.
Oh.
Shut up. Everybody shut the fuck up. I know, audience, right? I know. EliteAri doesn't know, but I know. And it's like a funny thing that almost doesn't make sense if you think about it, but then if you actually think about it, it kind of does make sense, but then you don't, and then it kind of doesn't make sense. This fella probably shouldn't have black skin, EliteAri, if we're going to make this work. But he should look a little mixed. But anyway, we're moving on. Another sex joke at a council because men are trash. True, EliteAri. Now we're in the black council scene.
I don't remember the sex joke.
He said... You're gonna have more trouble getting out of there than in a Lyseni orgy or something. This little fucking old man said, and everybody's supposed to giggle because men are trash and they make sex jokes when women are just better. We did it last time with the Iron Rod dude. Do you remember who that is? He's the
No, I
one
don't.
dude on Aegon's council that you don't know who he is.
So there's okay, wait a minute. There's the Maester, who we haven't
Grand
seen with
Maester
this
Orwell,
episode.
or whatever his name is,
Yep.
true.
We've got the Master of Whispers, Laris Strong. We have Jason Lannister. I don't know what his role is, the Master of Queen or something. I don't know.
Is it
I would
Jason or
assume.
Tylan? No, it's Jason. You're right, EliteAri, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Jason. I'm guessing we have the only other guy there.
The only other guy. That's the Iron Rod
okay.
and Master of Laws. I forget his fucking name. But yeah, last time he was like, I like fucking, bro. And he said, my apologies, ma'am, to Allison. But he was actually just flexing that he's a dumb fucking man. Men always be doing that, EliteAri. We hate men. Anyway. Rhaenyra reappears and is transparent about where she was, EliteAri, so that was pretty funny. And then Jace is a little dork. True, he's mean, and you already said how much you love him for that scene. Because you're lame.
Kyle, it's gonna be a great day when all these council people just die, like these the blacks, because it's just like there's nothing redeeming. At first, they're not named. I don't know any of them. Maybe they're important.
They've all been named.
I'm sure they're all named, but to me, in my mind, they're not named. Okay, so they can die happily.
Well, one of them did,
and they've never done anything positive. Okay, I don't like them at all. There's not a single redeeming thing about any of them. So I would be happy when they all die.
The one old one with white hair acts good sometimes.
Yeah, I have no problem with any of the acting in the show. I think it's still pretty great.
No, the other ones are worse. Just because they don't have cool lines. But anyway, EliteAri, one of them did die. I told you he was at the castle, but
True,
you didn't remember
I thought
him,
it was his brother, but yeah. Because in this episode, in the council, they were like, "We need to go there because that's like one of our family of the people."
Well,
in this
no,
council.
it was interesting. Like the Septon dude, who I assume has been in the background. He was the one that went with Rhaenyra to the Sept last episode. Came back and was like, did they take Duskendale? That's my brother or something. And I was like, oh, well, that's probably in the book somewhere, and they had to put that in. So that was funny, but I didn't fucking notice this idiot. So if I didn't notice it, what's EliteAri supposed to think about this?
Yep.
But anyway, they have Descended Dragon, and it is cool when Jace wants to go, and then Rhaenyra's like, well, I'll go. And then Rhaenys is like, well, obviously, I'm the one that has to go. And that's just a cool moment in movies when you see that, and it's like, obviously, I have to do the really cool thing. But she was gonna fucking die, EliteAri, and I knew it, and I was like, oh no, this is where it starts. Just don't do it, queen. But anyway.
Yep. You know what? I never questioned it, Kyle. I never thought, oh, this is where Rhaenys dies. It just never crossed my mind. I was like, oh, okay, she'll go and win.
See, I wonder, because the normies didn't pick it up either, so you're in good company, EliteAri. But
Yep.
I was thinking there's got to be somebody, like Film Buff definitely figured out that she was going to die because of all the scenes in the previous episodes where she's just being so nice all the time but not really doing anything. So I was like, is it too obvious? And then I was thinking, like, the whole week, like, how obvious are they going to make it in this episode? Like, now when she starts hugging the dragon, they did a good job to pair it with the Aegon scene, because it's like, well, if they're both doing it, they can't both die, right? So anyway.
Clever. Well, it is. You could piece this together, and also it does feel like when they're setting up Aegon to go there, it does feel like they're setting up an Aegon death, right? Clearly, he's not ready for this. He's not meant to be there. No one wants him there. This could be his death. Rhaenys. They also talked about how she has a bunch of experience and everything. So it's like when you're seeing that, you're like, okay, this is gonna be Rhaenys' victory. It's gonna be great. We're all gonna win this castle back. But at the same time, you know that Kristen and Aemond are working together because obviously they seeded that earlier. But I didn't know how Aemond was going to come into play here, I guess. But
he was just there hanging out in the woods, Oh, wasn't it cool when he told Vhagar not to come up and he puts his head down and he snorts and all the trees
head
go
down?
away?
Yeah, that was surprising actually. Yeah, because I know last time he couldn't control her, which is what led to Luke's death. So it's like clearly he's been
but she's old and lazy and doesn't want to get up. So because she wanted to do it, she just followed the order, Jace wants to go, but I already said that. And then I wrote no here, which is really funny. Corlys gives a look. Already said that, idiot. Thought this might have been the ending of season 1. Already said that, idiot. Makes sense why she had so many cute scenes in the well, already said that, idiot. Alicent gets moon tea and misses a meeting and then has a Lara scene where he doesn't jerk off, but they definitely make you think she's going to jerk off at any moment, and it's very tense. And then she's asking everybody about what they think Viserys wanted because she's still dealing with that, EliteAri. That was cute.
Yeah, that was cool. But also this Laris scene, it was interesting because I guess the reading I took from this is that he goes in there because he knows that Alicent at this moment is doubting that Aegon should be the king, and it feels like he's going in there to make sure that she doesn't doubt it anymore. And he's like giving reasons, like, what did he said something,
Well,
right?
he ends up
What did
saying
he
like
say?
it doesn't really matter what Viserys wanted at this point, which is basically what.
Oh no,
Alicent
that's what
had said during
Alicent says, right? Did
Oh
he
yeah.
say something else?
Well, he's like quizzing her to give that answer, but he also says like, oh, he does say a bunch of other things, Leary, but I don't recall.
He says something right before about Viserys, and he's like, he like
He
gave a
loved the
good reason for
histories.
choosing Aegon.
And if they would have known the
something like that,
histories, they would
maybe,
know how the realm would react.
Yeah, I think that's what he was saying about knowing histories and something about implying that men should be in control or something. And I was like, oh, he's trying to convince her that Aegon should be in charge or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was interesting because I thought it was very subtle. He didn't really, he wasn't obviously manipulating her in that moment. Maybe he was leveraging her, like saying that I have power in this situation. But it was kind of interesting, the manipulation though.
The whole time
Anyway.
I was like, jerking off to feed is not good, and he's going to do it. And then he sat right next to her, and there was a line about how she apologized for not feeling like herself at the moment because she's grieving. And I thought that was her way of saying, that's why I haven't let you jerk off to my feet, idiot. And that was all. That was the actual good subtext of the scene. Viserys is laying. Now,
well, I did also have a moment in this scene where I was like, I don't think I'm meant to know at this point. I don't know what Larys's motivations are. He's already killed his family that it like
That's
outcast
true.
him or whatever. So I just don't even know what he wants at
Does
this
he
point.
just want power and he saw an opportunity through Alicent? Remember, he was even talking to her pre-time skip when he told her about the Kristen Cole Rhaenyra thing, I think. Oh, he told her about the moon tea, which he then sees in this episode too. And he had already hinted that he knew about the Kristen Cole thing, so he definitely knows that. So is he going to hold that over her head later so he can jerk off to her feet? Probably. Anyway.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what his lofty goals are. He's already the master of whispers. Where could he ascend from there? Hand of the king? I don't know.
Hand
Probably
of the
not.
king himself when he takes over. Based, frankly. Kristen is decapitating blokes and being cool and stuff. I just love Kristen Cole so much, O'Leary. He's my hero.
Yeah, his haircut really
He's
does
got
a
a
lot
short
for him.
haircut.
Truly.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like
Someone
really
calls
does
him
carry it.
Kingmaker, O'Leary, and you remembered that because I bring that up all the time.
Yep.
Remember that one chapter, Queenmaker, from that fourth book that we're going to read someday? Crazy. His Hightower friend, and then I figured it out, O'Leary. This Hightower guy is just around so Kristen Cole has somebody to talk to.
Yeah, that is, true.
It's funny.
It made a lot less sense last episode. This time it made a lot more sense why it was there. Yeah.
I don't want to march. I got a plan. Let's march. Okay, I understand. Show. Let's keep going. Also, they're kind of funny. They're kind of cute. They're going to kiss at some point, you know. They're having a little bit of a dynamic. Doesn't want to march, wants to fight. Cole pushes on and plans. He's communicated with Aemon. Oh my god, crazy. I got one more set of dot points, Leary. Can you believe it? Because we already did the battle at the end. It's all about my great king, Aegon. Aegon is good at swearing, true. That's the most important thing in a character. He just opens the small council scene. We cut to it, and he's just like, fuck you. And he was a good fuck you, O'Leary. And he's mad at Larry Strong, O'Leary, for letting Harrenhal just get taken like that. What the fuck's going on? He said, I gave you a job, and now your fucking castle's gone, and now Daemon took Harrenhal, and I'm mad about it. Not good. And then Larys is just like, he's not a little pussy like the rest of them. He just kind of stands up to the king and says, you know, Harrenhal is actually as crippled as I am.
Or more crippled than I am.
True. Crazy. Now, I think I counted 3 Joffrey-isms in this episode, Eliteari. Did you catch on to these?
Oh, there was the fantastic payoff at the end, which made this all worth it, Kyle. So please list them all, then I'll tell you what the payoff was.
Okay, well,
right?
I'm probably not going to get to the last one until I talk about the other 2. Now, I think I forgot the second one, and I didn't write it down. Now, the first one is in the small council scene where he's like, I need to be informed on these things. That's literally what Joffrey says to Tywin in that one scene.
True, yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, it's a Joffreyism. But he still doesn't freak out. And he's got a cool dog, Eliteari. Joffrey didn't have any cool dogs. He used to kill dogs and stuff.
Okay, wait. This dog, you talk about the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
He's so cute, Eliteari. We just all cried when he got bitten on by that bitch Rhaenys. Anyway. Aemon flexes on Aegon at the small council scene. True with the High Valyrian. Aegon couldn't say shit. That was pretty
struggled.
funny.
Yeah.
That was well
God,
communicated.
How embarrassing.
Much better translation scene than anything in that shit Shogun show you like.
So
Uh,
Kyle, I guess because you're so knowledgeable,
mhm.
do any of the other people in that room understand what they were
The
saying? Do they
Maester
understand
almost
High
certainly should,
Valyrian?
I think. So, and they
Okay.
kind of sell it like he does if you watch his face, because that is immediately what I thought. Because the other two
Mm.
shouldn't know. Maybe Laris has like learned it on the low just so he can spy on
Yeah.
people. That would be funny. I bet Varys knows High Valyrian. I think he does. I think that's actually
He
what he
does.
used to speak. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
from EliteAri, and everybody has like Targaryen here in Lice because some stuff and stuff. Um,
Mm.
and that's why Varys shaves his head, bro, because he's a secret Blackfire. But
Crazy.
you wouldn't know about that because that show's bad. Now,
Oh my god, does that mean Laris is gonna get like set on fire like his family, like how he set his family on fire, and then he's gonna go bald, and it'll be more of a Varys parallel? That'd be crazy.
yeah,
Oh
like
my
how
god.
Dany didn't go bald in the show, but went bald in the books after she got all her hair burn off. But
Yep.
Laris is a secret Targaryen, so he can survive that shit. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what was I saying, Illyrian? Oh, High Valyrian. If you watch the Maester, they almost play it off like maybe that was a thing, but I feel like this show, would have probably patted itself on the back and had that be explained later if that was a thing. I'm almost certain the old because there was a not High Sparrow. What do you call it? Grand Maester at the beginning before the time skip. And I think he talked about teaching people High Valyrian. Or maybe they said that the dragon tamers teach them High Valyrian. I don't know. Somebody's
Yes, they
learning.
mentioned that because they spoke in Valyrian
Yeah,
when they were
because they can be
delivering the
like,
news about the
stop,
dragon egg being
dragon,
stolen.
stop.
Yeah.
Just like me. Just like me to Rhaenys and Mealy's when they're killing the great Sunfire Leadery.
It's so sad.
And then we get the next one, and Aegon is very bored, and he just yells, because this is a whole different scene, Leadery, if you don't remember. You might merge them into one in your mind. But he says, you all bore me, and then he storms off. But then they can immediately continue the conversation without him, because, he's irrelevant. He has a frank conversation with his mother, who he tells to shut up and stop doing things. That was the second one, Leadery. Remember when Joffrey told Cersei to shut the fuck up?
That was my payoff, Kyle.
Yes.
My goodness.
This was the
he
third
says,
one.
I removed them, I didn't burn them. And I was like, man, that's like the most anti-Joffrey thing ever.
Yeah,
where
because
he's so disappointed. No, he realizes that no one believes in him because his mother thought he was so incompetent that he would have burned the history books like Joffrey would have done.
Oh, that
but
is
to him,
the
he's
second
like,
one, because Joffrey chopped off the
didn't
book
burn them.
that Tyrion got him. Remember that one time?
It's
yeah,
so,
that was the
so
second
great.
one.
What a little characterization thing. I love it. I love that line. Anyway.
Because remember, Cersei slaps Joffrey in that one scene because Joffrey calls her a whore or something. And I think he even says, like, be careful. You will never do that again or I'll kill you, bitch. And he says, tread carefully, but he's got no venom to those words, Leadery. He's just a sad little boy. Because then afterwards he's like, what would you have me do, mother? And then she says, bitch, shut the fuck up and stop doing things. And then he says, okay. But then he thinks about it a little bit and he's like, fuck this bitch. I'm going to go do something. I'm going to prove that I'm a real boy. And then he got chomped on. And then his brother tried to kill him just because he laughed at him one time. That's not very nice.
Yep.
That was some other 100k like tweets, Leary. Aegon didn't forget last episode because Twitter was very mad and was very hating on Aegon last episode because he laughed at Aemon like that. That wasn't very nice.
Yep. True.
I need at least 1,000 likes on my latest tweet, Leary.
We need to tweet something funny.
I did.
Okay.
Mission solved. And that's all I got, Leary. So what are your other notes? Do you got any?
Nope. I went through every single note, actually, believe it or not, for the first time, yeah.
Oh my god, Leary, we didn't say the name of the episode. Did it say it on your great binge?
Yeah, it was something about like Red Dragon.
The Red Dragon and the Gold or something. It was kind of a lame title. I didn't like
it. No, that makes sense. The Gold Dragon was the one that I didn't realize was gold. That's true.
Yeah,
and then the red one would be Rhaenys's, I assume.
Yeah, and they might not have survived, Leary. Crazy.
Yeah, it's sad.
So, Leary, what's gonna happen next episode? I got like maybe 5 minutes of battery left.
I assume it's going to be a recovery episode where we're going to catch up with Corlys, we're going to catch up with Alicent, we're going to catch up with we're going to obviously, you spoiled it, we're going to have Aegon in surgery or something. They're going to try and save him. There's going to be a conversation between Kristen Cole and Alicent's brother, and they're going to talk about I think the brother's going to be like, this was a glorious victory, we did it. and Kristen Cole's gonna be like, no, this is my biggest failure, and I don't want to be the hand anymore. And then we're gonna get a few Damon Vision scenes. We're gonna have Rhaenyra be sad that Rhaenys has died. And that's it.
Do you think Corlys is going to say, fuck you, to Rhaenyra and be like, I hate you, bitch?
Nope, not at all, because this was Rhaenys' choice.
No, but maybe. I did forget to bring up one thing, EliteAri. Aegon's dagger comes out of his thingy and Aemon picks it up and then takes it.
I
Or
think
has
you
Aemon
mean,
always had it? He had it
Arya
last time,
Stark's
yeah.
dagger?
Huh? Yes, Arya Stark's dagger. Didn't Aemon
she
already
kills
have it
the
like
Night King with it?
this season or something?
I have no idea.
I feel like I remember that now, so maybe that's not as significant as like Aemon becoming the king now.
Oh, I guess we never mentioned it, but Aemon was about to kill Aegon, but then Kristen stopped him. Crazy.
Or was he just sheathing his sword?
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Now, that would probably indicate that he's not dead yet, huh? So I didn't spoil anything.
Well, yeah, I was pretty sure he was going to be alive, but yeah.
You know,
because I'm a genius, and I'm in tune with the show perfectly. I understood.
True,
that it's
you
not
know
gonna
that
be
it
caught
doesn't
up.
have the fucking balls.
Yep. But I guess that's not really the show. It's just George R. R. Martin's writing, right?
True. He's always bringing these characters back when they die, EliteAri. You don't believe the propaganda.
Yep. Ned Stark.
Catelyn Stark.
Joffrey Baratheon. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Robb Stark. Varys.
Nobody cares about these idiots. He didn't kill Varys yet, EliteAri. Don't be silly. Now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Fuck, I just had another great predictive question, but EliteAri, I forgot it because of your smart assery.
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, it's your fault if I'm saying something. I think I saw that this had like a 7 point something on IMDb, but maybe that was just because it was new. Because, Binge tells you.
Well, let me check it now. IMDb, House of the Dragon. Oh my god, 2022 onwards. That's crazy.
To 2028, at least. Crazy.
Oh my god, take a guess. What is it out of 10, Kyle?
8.4.
The answer is, with 11,000 votes, 9.7 out of 10.
Oh my god.
So this is way better than every other episode this season.
I think episode 8 of last season also has that, just because Viserys came out and said, I love you, daughter.
This currently is the highest rated episode of House of the Dragon.
Well, isn't that just spectacular? We peaked. Crazy.
Yep.
No more dragon battles this season, EliteAri. That's it.
Yeah, I doubt that.
So do you think Aemon and Daemon is this season, or are we saving it for the end of the show?
Definitely not for the end of the show. I don't know if they can fit it this season. I think so. I think it's pretty... They're not going to spend more than one season at Harrenhal, and this fight's going to happen at Harrenhal, so I think it will be this season.
Is that what you think?
Yep.
What if Daemon leaves to go to Riverrun and Aemon just takes the castle and then that delays it?
No, I don't think so. That can't happen.
Maybe not. So what happens after that battle if it's happening this season for like the next 2 seasons?
It could be interesting to have all the children die. That could be interesting.
Who will we count as the children? Oh,
anyone
Aemon,
who's
Dagon.
a child of Alicent and Rhaenyra. Yeah.
Not Helena, my queen.
Yeah, that could be really interesting. I don't think that's gonna happen. That'd be too cool. What's gonna happen after the fight? I don't know. Who cares?
Wait, which teams win in EliteAri?
At the end?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you already. Well,
I have my one spoiler that I had.
Oh, what spoiler?
We talked about this, and also you didn't confirm it, so I could be wrong about it. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, okay, guys, leave.
This is the end of the video. You fucking idiots! If you don't want to spoil it, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So I think I was watching a TikTok a long time ago, and I vaguely remember them saying that, spoilers, Daemon kills Rhaenyra, I think. That's what I heard. So I'm assuming that's the ending of this.
They were just talking about this episode.
Oh, no, they weren't. But okay, yes, very funny. I did think for a moment, I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Fucking decapitated her, bro.
Yep. So I think that's the ending. I think. But I guess we'll see.
Well, good thing to know you didn't have to click off chat, because no spoilers there. Or am I just fucking with him to try and lead EliteAri astray? That would be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what Joffrey said to Marjorie in that one scene? Then he fucking killed her, bro, and Daemon was the king. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe Aemond wins in the end, EliteAri.
You know what? Now that I'm actually thinking about it, now this is going off my vague recollection, but I don't ever, in any video, any Reddit thread I've read, anything that I've ever consumed in regards to Game of Thrones when I was more involved in the story and the fandom and all that, I don't think I've ever heard of like King Daemon blah blah blah. But I feel like if they went with like a King Aegon or like King something, I'd be like, okay, he just blends in with every other name in this like lineage, and I'd buy it. So I feel like it's got to be Aemond or Aegon or like one of those generic names and not like a Daemon. I feel like King Daemon I would have remembered, you know?
So you're telling me you can't even name them all in order?
No, I can't. And if I did, that'd be a big spoiler, right? I'd know the answer to this whole
Yeah, you
succession thing.
would.
It has to be. It has to be like. It has to be like Aegon or Aemond, or maybe they have another kid and they name it.
Well,
Aegon
Aegon's
again,
already
and that's
being
like Daemon's
king,
kid.
so he's already on the list.
Yeah, but there's like a million Aegons, right? Even
Yeah.
actually, everybody in the show
Maester
there's a million
Aemon's
Aegons.
brother
Maybe
is
in the
the fifth
history there
one.
wasn't. Yeah, like Ares, that was the Mad King, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to
He
be
was
an
King
A name.
Ares the
Daemon's not an A
second
name.
too. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's got to be another Ares, you know.
There's a
Crazy.
Viserys the second at some point. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Rhaegar.
He was never king. He's a little pussy.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's it. That's my speculation.
And I got the Secretary Bachelor warning, so that's just a amount of time. We'll be back next week, right, EliteAri? And we're going to be doing Madoka Magica very soon. The movie this time. We already did the great series over on the OrdinaryAri channel. Mushoku Tensei's fucking over, but you'd already know that because you saw my great video. That is 1,000 views by now, EliteAri. 1,000 big ones.
Crazy.
You know, I'm just kind of famous over here. This is going to be the video to bring you back down to reality, EliteAri, when we get about 50 views. But that's okay. Vinland Saga
remember
left.
to share this.
Vinland Saga probably left because he was scared of spoilers because EliteAri's an idiot. But he commented on our last 2 videos, EliteAri. Did you see that?
Nope. I saw one comment.
Well, you better go and check it out. But, you know, we'll be back next week and stuff. Support links in the description below. Shut up, EliteAri. Thanks.